Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about my 10 most worn fragrances as of late. We're currently in April of 2022, and all of these fragrances have a professional office type quality to them. I'm excited to get on with this video, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video of my 10 most worn fragrances as of late, and these also happen to be fragrances that have a professional office type quality about them, I do want to start things off by mentioning that if you are a fan of fragrance related content, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified whenever I do upload future videos on this channel. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you take something of value from today's episode. It would really mean a lot to me. So the fragrance I'm going to start things off with is very clean, elegant, professional, definitely heavy on the citrus, but it also has this minty quality about it. And this one by NAVITUS Parfum is called Veuve Matin. Now, this fragrance was creatively directed by Buck Moore from the channel Big Beard Business. I think he did an amazing job with this one. The perfumer is Bertrand Duchaufour, super talented, very accomplished perfumer. It also has a floral note in here, which gives off that bright, herbal, aromatic, and slightly minty quality to it. I get compliments whenever I wear this one to work, and I've worn this to work about 4 or 5 times within the past 30 days. I love it. The next fragrance on this list is probably the most elegant / professional one that this brand has to offer. From Parfums de Marly, this is called Percival. The lavender, the citrus, that ice flower note that also gives this bright pseudo minty kind of a vibe. I really enjoyed this one. Also happens to be one of my most complimented fragrances. The next fragrance is professional, but it's on the heavy side of things. I've worn this about 2 or 3 times within the past 30 days. And this one by Marc-Antoine Barrois is called B683. This is a spicy saffron and violet fragrance with some ambery tendencies. I also really love Ganymede. Both of them are incredible. And I know this one is available at Perfumology if you're interested. I'm going to leave all of the appropriate links down below, so definitely check these out if anything that I say on camera today is of interest to you. The next one is called Santal Volcanique by Maison Crevelli. I've explored this house quite thoroughly as of the last 30 days, not just this fragrance, but Patchouli Magnétique. And then I've also done a review of their iris fragrance, Iris Malikan. I'm going to leave a link to it down below if I remember, but this is a great, bright, gingery, slightly spicy sandalwood based fragrances, and it's that bright and aromatic and spicy ginger note that leaves it smelling so professional, and the performance on this is also incredible. Same thing can be said about their patchouli offering, which is brand new, and also their iris offering. The longevity on their fragrances is amazing. Now, the next fragrance is one of my favorite fragrances for this spring. It's a fragrance that, I recently acquired. I love the way that it smells. The vetiver that's in here is so classy and so professional. One of the reasons I've enjoyed wearing it to work. Whenever I think of vetiver fragrances, I always think of unsurpassed professionalism. So you have Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford, you have Vetiver by Guerlain, and this fragrance by Rogue is called Vetifleur. So you have this vetiver and floral combination. It is breathtaking. It's super long lasting, and the quality of raw materials, a lot of naturals being used in here. Manny Cross, the perfumer, always utilizes some of the best natural ingredients that I've smelled in perfumes. I love this one. He has a lot of really wonderful fragrances lately, so I'm excited to acquire more in the months / years to come. The next fragrance is a brand new fragrance, and so I wore it quite a lot when I was testing it in preparation for my subsequent review, but it also gives off a very classy, mature, elegant quality, a lot of aromatic properties, earthy properties, the oak moss that's in here. This one by Roja Parfum is called Apex. Now, in terms of CEO and office type fragrances, any number of fragrances by Roja Parfum could have very easily been included in this list. Vetiver, Scandal, Danger, Elysium, Midsummer Dream. There are a lot of professional smelling fragrances from the brand, but this happens to be one of my most worn for obvious reasons, so I included it in this list. But I also really enjoy wearing Scandal to work as well. Reminds me of Eau Sauvage by Dior. The next fragrance by Xerjoff is called Neo. Now this one also has a bit of a CEO professional office type quality because of the spices in here. So not only does it have a very long lasting and hyper realistic bergamot note, It also has cardamom, which gives it a really nice personality. In terms of designer releases by Cartier, we have Cartier Declaration Haute Fraîcheur. This one is also classy in terms of the green note, and I've been wearing this one a lot because I had a chance to review it recently, and so I've been wearing it quite a bit within the past 30 days, just so that I can sort of explore how it does and how it performs in a work/office environment. My number 2 fragrance on this list, I also really enjoy. Smells quite similar to the original, but you can tell it does things a little bit differently. This one is Aqua Dijo Eau de Parfum by Giorgio Armani. If you would like to see my review, I'm gonna leave a card to that up here. Amazingly well done designer fragrance, and it has this clary sage note, which is found in a lot of modern designer fragrances. That kind of seems to be the new trend, sclarine/clary sage, and I've seen it in a number of recent offerings. But it has this bright, modern, aromatic profile that I think is suitable for work and office DNAs and fragrances. So very well done in this fragrance. And the fragrance in my number 1 spot, I have been wearing this to work a lot, and I've neglected this for a few months. I started wearing it to work again. It's gotten me a lot of compliments. I even had a female colleague say, "This is what a real man smells like." She actually smelled the atomizer because I brought it with me to work, and she complimented me, and I said, "Do you want to try some on?" Because she is married as well. I gave her the bottle. She sprayed some on the back of her hand. She smelled it, and she said, "Wow, this is what a real man should smell like." This one by Creed is Viking Cologne. I love the original Viking. I like that bright mint thing that's in there. It does lean a little bit more classy in terms of, a fragrance that is evocative of the types of fragrances that were worn in decades past. But there's just something about Viking Cologne that's a bit more modern with the citrus. Kind of reminds me of Terre d'Hermès by Hermès. Anyways, listen up. These are 10 of the fragrances that I've been wearing a lot recently within the past 30 days or so. So I'm gonna kind of call this my March 2020 video. And they also happen to be fragrances that have that office appeal to them. All of these can work incredibly well in an office setting. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know. Leave a comment down below. What are some of your favorite office type fragrances, or what are some fragrances that you've been wearing a lot recently? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so that you can be notified on future uploads, and give the video a thumbs up if you took something of value from today's episode. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.